Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age 2. We are on part 3. So, last time we left off, we talked to the captain of the guard, found out they're not letting anyone in. We talked to this guy's, I think it was Decimus's, like, uncle or something. I forget what the relation was. But regardless, we find out that he sold his family home because times were rough, but he has some mercenary work. He found like some contacts that could help us pay off his debt, which would also help us into the city. Another thing too, I did do some slight adjustments to what's her name, Avelin's tactics. So I don't know why, but apparently it was like deactivated, then activate. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So, and I did the same thing here. So yeah, let's start and see what awaits us. So first, let's read this. Okay. This is the gallows. I'll just read this real quick because I didn't really do that the last in Origins, and I kind of want to read some more of these interesting codexes. So let's see here. Okay, so statues of tortured slaves. Ooh, that's not good. Filled the gallows courtyard, a ghastly memento of Kirkwall's history. 1,500 years ago, damn, that's a long time ago, Kirkwall was the Tevinter Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the destruction of the Imperial Highway. I do remember the opening not opening cutscene, but the cutscene came into Kirkwall mentioning that. But anyway, the Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into work in the quarry. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into its new role as the capital of the slave trade, the gallows at its heart. So it was basically like a slave city. Wasn't that lovely? The statues are not monuments to the suffering of slaves. Every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by magisters bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Executions here took place daily. Ugh. Yeah, this does not sound like this was a pleasant place 1,500 years ago. Sometimes hourly, and corpses were hung from gibbets throughout the yard. New slaves trudging in from the docks saw what awaited them. When Our Lady turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall... So when Our Lady turned... I think this is talking about Andraste. Turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. Huh. Andraste kind of reminds me of Saint Alicia from Elder Scrolls, because they were both like freedom fighters. But anyway, the gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justina I. The gallows transformed the city again when the abandoned prison tower became the home of Kirkwall's Circle. Interesting. So, let's see here. So the gallows transformed the city again. So yeah, it seems like it has had a lot of reformations. Yeah, it definitely has had some bad histories. It's had some bad history. Okay, so it was In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. I remember him. I wonder if he actually succeeded in with the. I don't think he succeeded because I remember when we did that mission, the Ashes of Andraste. I think it mentioned at the end, the ashes dispersed, so they never again could regain. They could never really find out if it was true or not. Okay, let's just talk to the merchant here, see what he has. I don't think I have a lot of money, though. Yeah, I have, five silvers.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Seems like a side
Your
quest.
business is done.
Yo, he looks cool. Yeah, that's going to be a side quest I'm probably going to do.
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
Let's. What kind of shop is this?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
Let's see. Yeah, lucky indeed.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
Okay, I guess...
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sirrah.
I guess we don't need to buy anything right now? Or we can't? Yeah. Yeah, so I think that was her. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that off screen, because... I'm guessing, just like Origins, there's gonna be a lot of side quests, and I don't really care for that. So... Let's take a look at our options. So we have Mirren... Yeah, I only see Mirren. So, wait, no. Like, I don't think it matters. I mean, so that's the elves. So those are elves. And what about, I think... Yeah, so that was... Then what about Athenrel? That sounds like an elf as well. Does it really matter? I feel like there might be like some injustice with the elves going on, and I like the elves, but you know what? Forget it. Let's just talk to Mirren.
Mirren?
Huh. So you're Hawke, the nephew.
Yep, that's me.
Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
Alright, let's investigate. How do you know Gamlin?
My uncle doesn't seem the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
Ah, okay. I think it's not a matter of choice, but like Anthean or Mirren, we choose whatever. We can do them both, I think. All right, I'll do whatever you need.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Okay, so I guess yeah, it is this one we... Alright, so I'm actually curious, so... I guess we could still do this mission? Let's see here.
Are you Athenrel?
He must be Gamlin's nephew. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
Alright, let's see what he's done. Let's see what Gamlin's done to irritate the elves.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Alright, I'll do whatever it takes.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Interesting. So I wonder if there's some stealth involved. So, let's see here. So both Athrun and Mathrin can provide a wage to Kirkwall if they're either get Athrun coin from Cavril, the merchant market, or find and kill. I don't think it's no. I don't. Is it the merchant? Yeah, it's that one. So I guess we'll save it first, just in case I can only do one. So I kind of want to do both of them. Alright, so let's talk to...
Greetings once again, Sirrah. Have you come to trade?
Athenril sent me.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Athenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Alright, let's see here. Let's see, there's no need for violence. Let's go with you need to pay what you owe.
I'm here to collect, and I'm not walking away.
No, I'm not paying you thieves a single copper more.
That sounds like where we come in.
Yeah. Well, that was easy. Okay, so there's more. Never mind. I think she's fine, but better protect Decimus' sister.
So much blood!
Alright. Yeah, I love this. This is so much fun, like the daggers. Oh, it's very clean. And we gotta level up.
Stop, enough! Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Bye-bye. Rip bozo. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I guess that was a lot. Honestly, there was like the other mission. I don't know if we can still do it. All right.
Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, so it seems like we can't. Yeah, because there's gambling there, but I guess we could just take a look around the city, like around here. I mean, this isn't technically not the city, but. Huh, so that's locked. Yeah, I guess we can't. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. So what way did we come in? Is it this way? No, that's locked. Oh, it's like barred off. So that was the docks, and yeah. So we may not be able to. Oh well. Alright, gambling.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Athenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over.
Let's see here. So long as we're safe.
The blight may still spread, but for now, we have a new home.
If only Carver were here with us. And Wesley.
Fortunately, they died protecting the
Let's
rest
just
of the
see what
team,
happens.
so...
We have a long year ahead of us.
So I did hear, as you complete each act, like, there's, like, a long, like, time skip.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight.
Yep, true enough. So it seems like
But
it's a year.
was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So he remained, paying off his debt, made a name for himself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Qunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages.
Of
The
course.
Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
So we haven't really found the name of the dwarf, but I'm pretty sure that's Verric. Is that him?
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
I'm guessing this is... Yeah, because that doesn't sound like the dwarf that was just speaking. Let's go get to know us, Bartrand.
I'll buy you a drink before we head into the deep roads. Everyone wins.
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well,
What are we
so much
supposed to do
for
now?
that.
We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
Let's go. Just relax.
Don't worry, Bethany. I won't let any big bad Templars come get you.
It's not a joke. If the Templars find me, the best I can hope is to be locked away for the rest of my life. If they don't kill me outright. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
That might work.
He always seems to know what's going on.
We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do.
Hey!
Great. Oh. Yeah, that's Verric.
Ones who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work.
Yo, cold.
Off you go.
How do you do?
Verric Tethras.
Yep.
At your
Knew it.
service.
I knew it. I knew that was Verric.
I apologize for Bartrand. He would have an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Alright, let's see here. You know who we are?
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawke is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
And what about Bethany?
You must have heard of my sister as well, then.
Only a little. She is certainly welcome to come, but I'll leave that up to you.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your secrets are safe with me.
Find out what he's offering. We need a way into this expedition.
Alright, how do we reason with him?
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Alright, investigate. I don't have much coin.
It sounds interesting, but if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it.
Yeah.
Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
I was like, why not?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah,
Sweet.
Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This.
Huh, so I guess, because it's interesting, in Origins you could have 4 characters, but I guess in 2 you can only have like 3, you only can have like 3 companions. Interesting choice. So we can spend like 1 ability, subterfuge, marksman, Bianca. Okay, so let's just take a look here. Okay, so Verric specializes in picking off distant targets, suppressing enemy ranks. This talent tree is required to equip Verric's treasured crossbow, Bianca. So he has pinning shot. And what about this one? This arrow explodes on impact, showering the area in shrapnel and flame. Ooh, that seems nice. So, let's see here. That's fire damage, physical. Well, I shouldn't really worry about these 2 anyway, so I'll just focus on this one. Yep. Okay. Let's see. As for stats, let me see. What's his health at? It's at 135. Put a point there and a point there. Confirm. So we got to be a level 8 for that. Level 6. Sure. We'll go with Cone of Cold. I mean, it will be nice to work in this tree as well, but I've been doing okay for myself, so I think we'll be all right. All right. Anyway, yeah. So this a cone of deadly ice shoots forth from the mage's hands to injure slow opponents. Yeah, so I think it's going to be the same like it was in Origins, so we'll go with that. Okay, let's see here. So this is critical. So, increases defense for all classes and the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit. Yeah, that could be good. I mean, if things follow the same ratio like other games, like it's usually like you want to have like around like 70 critical chance and a lot of crit damage. Let's see here. How about I focus on Constitution? Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, as for abilities, let's see here. That's like Specialist. Yeah, so Explosive Strike. So the rogue completes a combo, the combo built up by Unforgiving Chain. So every basic melee attack that the rogue completed immediately prior to using Explosive Strike increases the damage. I might go with that one. I'm not going to use archery though. Yeah, so let's focus on this tree first, then I can think about the others. All right, cool.
It really is the best place in Kirk.
So then let's do tactics. Okay, so let's do enemy. Let's do... Was this an AoE ability? I can't remember if it was AoE or not. Let me see. Let's see. Every basic melee attack the rogues immediate prior to using an Explosive Strike. Doesn't say every... It might... Yeah, might just be single target. So, here's what we'll do. Go with enemy. Target at range. I mean, personally, I feel like nearest visible is always going to be better. Like, there are certain times I'm going to use range, like Cone of Cold is for, like, ranged abilities. So, we haven't been really dealing with any magic casters, so let's just say melee or ranged attack. Then ability, Explosive Strike. Alright, cool. I'll mess with his, yeah, okay, so let's see, what about his tactics? Just see this real quick, what we have. So that one, Bursting Arrow. Let's see here. So yeah, Sabotage, this gives us the Miasmic Flask. Yeah, so that's stun. Then this one, okay, so this one, pinning chance, 80% versus normal. So it'll immobilize them for the pinning shot. Then Bursting Arrow. So it's AoE. And what did he have here? Yeah, I'll leave it just like that. Okay. So let's take a look at... So we have a new home. A friend in the guard. Aveline may have some information. Working with the city guard. Deep Roads Expedition. A business discussion. Well, I guess we'll just go up here then. Or, hold on. So we need to... Yeah, so we need to deliver Flemis out to Keeper Marathari in the Dalish camp on Sundermount. His friend in the guard, Sebastian. Guess we'll just go over here first and then see what. So that's a merchant. How much money do we? Okay, so we still have the same amount of money. So I think it's gonna be no, not up there. Oh, I'm so blind. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk to him.
Hawke, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy, when did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
I'm funding an expedition.
I'm looking to become an explorer, of a sort.
I heard. Bartrand's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you.
Sweet.
Take care, Hawke. Don't get dead.
So, okay, so you have unlocked the... Okay, so this is the crafting station. Cool.
You don't seem to like your brother very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
Alright, so... Let's see, let's go to Sebastian. Which one is Sebastian? Let's go with this one.
I had a twin brother, Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping.
Alright, so... I guess we're gonna have to do some side quests because in order to do that one... That one quest with the expedition, we're gonna have to like make some coin and everything, so... So let's see here. Where do we go? I think it's nice that we still have our dog though. And I kind of like that they made it like an ability because in Origins I never took, and I mean I never took dog except for like in the beginning. So now I can still have him with me, just not as a companion, but as like an ability. So this is Viscount's Keep.
Good day, Sir Hawke.
You know, I always thought that was a dark elf thing in Elder Scrolls because they would always like yes, Sirrah. It's like I don't really know what that really, means. Maybe it's like an honorary like title or something. Okay, Evelyn.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawke.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Alright, eavesdrop anything useful?
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Alright, what's the job?
Alright, Aveline. You have something worth doing.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Alright, let's do it.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Oh, sweet. So we can have 4 companions. Awesome. So Well, I'll just level her up and then we'll end it here. So let's see, attributes. Let's see. So we have our strength at 14. Willpower is at 14. Let's do 15 and then get our strength up. There we go. Hold on, so it's not dexterity she goes with. Not damage either. Interesting. Yeah, so strength increases damage attack values per warriors for all classes. So, let's see here. Yeah, so that... Let's get her constitution up, and then let's work on... Let's do that. Okay. Alright, then we got 1 point that we can spend in. So we have Battlemaster, Weapon and Shield, Defender, Warmonger, Guardian. Let me see what we have. I think these are like the 2 you can't stack. Yeah. So the warrior braces for impact, shrugging off damage for a brief moment and pushing back against any foe who attacks. Interesting. What about Vanguard? So the fights with discipline, not anger, making every swing count. This mode cannot be used at the same time as Might. And then Might, the warrior focuses on heavy swings that cleave through foes. This mode, so we have 10% damage, 10% attack. I feel like I might go with this one. Then let's see here. What do we have? So that was Warmonger. No, this is Warmonger. Let's see. So instead of leading with the fatal attack an enemy expects, the warrior strikes out with a weapon's blunt and to stun the opponent. So this can stun them. Pummel Strike might be good here for that. Then Battlemaster, we have Rally. So the warrior rallies fellow combatants, briefly boosting other party members. Mana or stamina regen, rates and lending them the benefits of might, control, turn the blade. So then, and lending them, you know what? That could be good. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. That's good. Alright, so next time, guys, we shall continue with this mission here. Yeah, so next time we're going to do this mission and see what awaits us. But until next time, guys, I shall catch you on the next one. Peace.